back. 3.5 hearts down. We're gonna find out today who my favorite non-force sensitive character is. Han Solo would be a cop-out, kind of, but he's up there. He's definitely there. You can't not love Han Solo. Gonna be really looking forward to the new Solo movie. That's coming out next month. From at least from this is recorded. I'm not sure when it's gonna be released. So Han Solo is pretty awesome. Try to think of other characters from other lore. I think it's just Han Solo. Yeah, I love Han Solo. My favorite species is Zabrak. That's Darth Maul's species and Savage Opress's species. I love Zabraks. They're pretty badass looking. They're pretty hardy species, so who doesn't love Zabraks? Who doesn't love Darth Maul? He's a kick-ass villain. So, yeah, Zabraks are pretty awesome. If I was a Jedi, I'd be a Zabrak Jedi. Kind of like Eve Koth is a Zabrak Jedi. I'd be a hardy Jedi. Oh no! Oh no! Rory died! RIP! Rest in Rory. Rory in peace. That's a shame. She did pretty well last time. She killed, Tommy. That is a shame. So yeah, Zabraks. Number 8 is my favorite Star Wars book. This is a question I think I added. There's a few that I really love. But, Fatal Alliance is one I've already listened to 3 times. Darth Plagueis is also an incredible book. I would absolutely recommend either Fatal Alliance or Darth Plagueis to anybody and everybody. They are amazing books that I just love. Also, Darth Bane, Path of Destruction. The first Darth Bane book. I know it's ironic, it's the book that has the least of Zana, but I love the sort of journey Bane goes on in trying to find power, and the sort of subterfuge, going undercover as a Sith, or going undercover as a member of the Brotherhood. So yeah, any of those 3 books I would absolutely recommend to anyone who's interested in Star Wars books. There's books or audiobook versions. Both are pretty dank, so you can get whatever you want. They're all awesome. All of them. Let's make a third one of these. So the first person's died and it wasn't me. I can keep my streak of not dying first in RRs. That's good. Question number 9 is my favorite vehicles. Now they split this up between their favorite mass-produced vehicles and their favorite unique vehicles. My favorite unique vehicle is the Ring of Fire. From the Fatal Alliance, if you've watched or paid attention to what I've been doing, I've been lately streaming my Lego building of a model of the Ring of Fire on Lego Digital Designer. So I love that ship from Fatal Alliance. I love the name. I just love everything about it, really. My favorite mass-produced vehicle, I like the U-Wings from Star Wars. I like the U-Wings. I like X-Wings too. Classic look. Can't go wrong with the advanced ties. I don't know if that's just Vader that has it, or if they all exist. But the advanced ties are pretty awesome. So yeah, those I'd probably say U-Wing specifically. I have a little Lego microfighter of the U-Wing that's probably my favorite of the microfighters. For the Lego microfighters line. Question number 10 is, if I was a Jedi, what Jedi Master would I want? I'd have to go with Obi-Wan Kenobi or Qui-Gon Jinn. Obi-Wan Kenobi would be cracking jokes all the time, because that's just his character. But if it was Qui-Gon Jinn, he would fit more closely with what I'd be trying to do as a Jedi. If I were a Jedi anyway. So probably specifically I would go for Qui-Gon Jinn. But I would also love Obi-Wan Kenobi during wartime because he'd be a great uh, Jedi to just laugh around with and, you know, make jokes during deadly battles and that kind of thing. It's part of why I love his character so much. Why everyone loves his character, really. um, and the next question, question number 11 is the opposite of that. If you were a Sith, what Sith Master would you want? And I'd say Darth Plagueis. Now I'm sort of copying the Finalysis' answers here, because this is what they said. But really, they made a great case for it. I can't see who else I'd want to have as my Sith Master, because any Sith who is your master, any Sith Master is going to be putting you through some trials of pain. But when you're through with that, Darth Plagueis would want to be immortal with you and just rule the galaxy together forever for the rest of time. How can you say no to that? You can do whatever after you've become the leaders of the world and all that, leaders of the galaxy. Everyone lost half a heart. Oh, it shows Venny's health in tab. Ooh. I'm gonna dig down to them because I don't want to. I don't want to like run at the skeletons again. So yeah, Darth Plagueis will be my Sith Master. Number 12. Will my Sith name be Darth Regis? Not just because my name is Reggie, but also because Regis is Latin for king. So, if I was a Sith, I would definitely be the kind of Sith that would just try to be a king, basically. Find some people, sort of like that, like a Darth on Dedu. Just find some people to worship you as a king. Oh no, Ripper's sleeve. Oh no. Poor Ripper. That is a shame. I wonder if they'll respawn him. Who knows? That shit. When that shit happens, it's bad. So yeah, I'd be Darth Regis. Are they above me? Question number 13. My favorite film. And 14 is my least favorite film. My favorite film, I love Revenge of the Sith. It is coincidentally not just my favorite Star Wars film, but my favorite film of all time. So yeah, my favorite movie of all time, Revenge of the Sith. Can't really beat it in my opinion. Empire is great and all. It's actually one of my least favorite to watch. I know you guys are gonna chew me out for that. But yeah, Revenge of the Sith I love watching. My least favorite film is The Last Jedi. Fuck that movie. The Last Jedi. I fucking hate that movie. It was a spit in the face to Star Wars it should be for any Star Wars fans. I can't understand how people like it. It's a fucking ridiculous film. It feels half the time like it's just an SNL version of Star Wars. It feels too dumb to be an actual Star Wars movie that someone made and looked at and said, yeah, this is a great Star Wars movie, and then had it, like, what? First of all, let's talk about how fucking useless of a character Rose is, because she does nothing, and she just appears and is suddenly important to the plot, and that pisses me off, because suddenly here's a character who's evidently important to the plot, because reasons, and they go on a quest and, like, do nothing? Why? It doesn't have to happen. The Last Jedi is a fucking terrible movie, and you can't convince me otherwise. You really cannot convince me otherwise. Like, I hated that movie. I hated it more than The Force Awakens, which I already didn't like. I hated it more than Attack of the Clones, which I also don't like. It's a terrible excuse for a Star Wars movie. I'm not going to explore in here. So, yeah, sorry I went on a little nerd rant there. Hate that movie. It's a fucking horrible movie. Next question is, what character would I write a book about? And it would be Darth Cognis. I want to know what Darth Cognis is like. Darth Cognis is a very fascinating character, and we only get to see a little bit of her because it's just the setup for the end of Dynasty of Evil. But I love Darth Cognis as a character, which he was the Huntress. And I love Zana, so I'd love to see how Zana would be training her apprentice and all that, so... Now where am I supposed to go? How did I get to the... mine shaft? Was it up through here? I think it was. Yeah, it was. With some gold. There's one vein of gold, man. Or these low veins, I should say. Fucking killing me here. I would love to see about Darth Cognis. I want to know what happened to Set Hearth. He just kind of lived and did nothing. Let me just quickly run through. So, which film has my favorite soundtrack? Do I collect figures? Best and worst things about the EU, and what does Star Wars mean to you? So, Revenge of the Sith has the best soundtrack. I love it. It has Anakin's Dark Deeds, which is great. It brings back the Duel of Fates, which is great. I already love Revenge of the Sith, but the soundtrack is amazing. Order 66, The Final Duel, Grievous's theme, like everything about it is just phenomenal. Do I collect figures? I collect plenty of Legos. I'm gonna run through ones I can remember right now. I have, there's an Enderman over there. Creepy creeper. Ah! Okay. Spooky, spooky, spooky. So I have some Lego sets from Star Wars. I have the Ahch-To Island training set from The Last Jedi, which I only really got because it has neat play features. And also good bricks. I have an ATST from Rogue One specifically. Did the Enderman go away? Okay, I thought it might have been invisible for a second. Let's see. What other sets do I have? God fucking damn it, that was bad. That was terrible. I need gold. I'm not finding any gold. I'm getting horrible luck. Oh no, I hear cave spiders. Gotta get out. So yeah, I have sets and figures. Okay, we're just gonna block this off. What's the best thing about the EU and the worst thing about the EU? Best and worst thing, again, I'm sort of copying Thanalis here, is that it's expansive. There's a whole lot of material. There's pretty much everything you can imagine, every type of book you can imagine. There's horror, heist, whatever interests you, there's probably a Star Wars book about it. That's also a problem because it's so expansive that sometimes there's a lot of inconsistencies, or reverse of that, sometimes it can start to feel pretty redundant. Oh, there we go. That's the end of it. We'll find out what Star Wars means to me next time. Bye.